Oh, it's not a picture. What's up, guys? It's your boy Gage. You want to bring you guys another awesome episode of High School Stories? Yes! Alright. So we're going to jump right into this. I'm going to say right off the bat, I usually wait a while after every event that I talk about. Just give it some time. Just give it time to think about it. And I don't like, something might change. I might get new information. I might, I just like to give it time, really. Just that's the biggest reason. And I don't like to, because I don't want to post a video and like it still affect something presently, And so I like to give things time just to make sure that event's like totally out of the, just in the past and never going to come up in my future, really. But this happened yesterday and it's something I should really talk about. And so yeah, that's why I'm here. And this is the worst day I ever had in high school. And it's only the beginning of the year. Like this is the beginning, or not the worst day I had in high school, but the worst day of senior year. This is the very worst day in senior year that I've ever had. And I know this one, I mean, there's like so much more I'm gonna have. Like, I'm probably gonna have like a more of a worse day within the future, not just now. But I mean, we're so early in the year of the senior year. But as of right now, this is my worst day I've had of all senior year. Every day's been really good and stuff like that, and I've had a couple of downs, but been all right. It's senior year, and I've been like most of it, all of it together. I've just had a great time senior year. It's like the best year I've ever had. I can say that for sure. But yesterday was my worst day of senior year, and so let's start talking about it. Let's just jump right into it, alright, guys? So yesterday was this fair, this college fair thing, and it's the college is ISU, if you guys have heard of it, Idaho State University. It's a very great college. Love it. Amazing college, I just have to say. And my aunt has went to it, and a couple of people I know have went to it, and they all love it and have great things. And I'm not sure what I want to do for college yet, but like, it's kind of weird to say, but the biggest reason I want to go to college is for the experience. Like, the education, yeah, of course, but the experience is what I'm really aiming for, because I really love vlogging, you guys know this, and I really want to vlog and go to college, have like a college series and stuff like that, but biggest reason is I just want to experience it. Just see that feeling, go on, like, I know people sit here and say they hate high school, and high school's horrible, and it just waste of time and blah, 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 but honestly, I love high school for the majority. I mean, the drama, yeah, it gets like it gets insane, and all the bad things. You always have homework and blah blah blah, the bad reasons. But all of it together, I just love the routine of waking up and getting ready for school, and then just having an awesome day at school, messing around with your friends, go out for lunch, and it's just like, I mean, I love learning. I mean, I love learning about things I like learning about. Obviously, same with everybody else. Like, I love my video production class where we learn how to like make our videos better and stuff like that, but I don't really like my science class where I'm learning about like all this stuff I really don't like DNA and like the classes of animals and stuff like that. But I do like my other class I'm taking, forensic science, where we learn about like fingerprints and stuff like that. And I guess you learn about DNA and that, but more like blood spatters or splatters and stuff like that, or whatever you want to say. But I do love all that stuff, and I just love high school in general. So I really want to go to college, and plus this college is it's close to me, and it's just like I want to go there and live on campus maybe and go to the dorm or something. I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. I just want to go to college, honestly, and it'd be an amazing experience, I personally think. So as we go up there, and I wake up late yesterday, and I was like, but I can still drive up there, and of course I was planning on driving anyways, and they told us we can drive up there either way, so I was like, oh, I'll just drive up there. But I slept in yesterday. I was like, fudge. So I woke up and I jumped in my truck and I finally showed up there. And I actually made it right on time when all the students were coming in the auditorium of this college. And I was like, yeah. So we made it on time. And they start asking all these awesome questions like, who's here from this school? Stand up. And these people stand up. And they called our school. And I'm like, we all stand up. And everyone was just like freaking out and screaming. I'm just like, woo! Go our school. Forget you all. We win. We're the best, and stuff like that. And it was a good one. They give us all this information about scholarships, and it really makes me want to go there really bad. I mean, everything they were saying was really pulling me in and stuff I was looking for so far, and I hope I can do that. I hope I can go. I still have to think about it and talk about it and stuff like that, but I want to sign up and get my FAFSA and all that stuff done ASAP. But, so I show up there, and I sit with my two friends, I sit them, they save me a spot 'cause they're awesome, and I sit down, and we just start watching, and they gave us this whole lecture, and got out about 12, and we finally just head home, or not head home, but head back to school, because he had to go back to school for 4th and 5th hour, so we go back to school, and just hung out there, and then this is where everything starts to get interesting. And what happened is fifth hour happens, you know, and it's fifth hour, and I'm sitting in class, and people are like, start talking about this Mr. PHS thing. I'm like, what's Mr. PHS? And everyone's like, oh, come on, it's about Mr. PHS and da 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 da, and it's just like this like boy pageant thing, and that's all they said. And I was like, oh, I might go. And then someone said something about talent, and I was like, what about talent? You know, what about? Because they said talent show or something. I was like, well, they have like this part where you do a talent and stuff, and they like kind of explain it to me, and then they're like, Gage, you should do it, and you could dance. And I'm like, yeah, I'd love to do that. I mean, every time I get a chance to dance, I'll take it. Like, if I'm in the middle of class and the teacher's like, I want to play a song and I want you to dance for us, Gage, I'll get up and I'll dance right then and there. You know, I love dancing, and it's just, I love entertaining the class. I like making it something, have everyone have a different day than what they normally have. So I was like, sure. I was like, Miss Fifth Hour, and I asked my teacher, and this is my fifth hour teacher, and we'll call her Miss T. It's like, Miss T, can I go out and talk to the office real quick? And she's like, sure, go ahead. And I was like, sweet. So I went down there, and this is actually Treasurer's office, because they're in charge of the event and all that kind of stuff. So I go in, and I kind of like look around, and I see her, and I'm like, hey. And I seen a couple of kids in there, but I seen like two of the people that run the Treasurer's office, and I'm like, hey, what's this Mr. PHS thing tonight? She's like, oh, you want to sign up? And I'm like, no, well, I want to know what it is first. And she explains to me, it's like, you know, girl pageants, right? Where they have pretty dresses, you dress up all nice, and they have you do some stuff, like you do a talent and do all that kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, but it's like same thing, but for boys, and winner is Mr. PHS. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I want to do it, you know? And so we look at, she shows me this. She was actually super nice enough to write everything down that I'll need, and she said I need casual wear, like is what I'm wearing, stuff you wear every day. Then you need a fitness outfit. Then you need a talent, like whatever you're wearing for your talent outfit. And then you need a semi-formal, like a pretty nice outfit. And I was like, okay, I can do all those things easily. And so, and then she's like, and she starts wrapping up. She's like, you're going to need like a little short speech of just why you should be Mr. PHS. I'm like, oh, I don't know what to say. And she's like, but it starts at 6:30, and or be there at 6:30, but it starts at 7. And the last thing, make sure your talent is less than 2 minutes. I'm like, whoa, wait, less than 2 minutes? She's like, is that gonna be a problem? I'm like, well, all my past solos are like 4 minutes long. And she's like, oh, we'll just cut them, we'll do them. And it's like, I don't know, that's weird, you know. And I get back to fifth hour, and they're like, she was like, did you sign up? No class. Like, yeah, did you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm in it, I guess. And they're like, yeah. You know, I'll be there tonight. You know, a couple people end up actually showing up to support me and stuff. So we get all signed up and everything, and I got all signed up, and we were just talking about it, and they told me, like, and I started talking about it. They're like, yeah, you should just cut it. And I'm like, well, and I started listening to the thing through my iPods, because I have all my solos on my phone, and I was like, I can't really cut this, like, perfectly where it would have a good start and a good ending. Like, it's just be like, like right when it starts is just loud music, and then it ends with loud music. Like, I wanted to like have these nice cuts and stuff, and I thought about editing, but I was like, I should just do 2 different solos. Like, and I was like, I said that, and the teacher overheard me, like, what, you're gonna make up a whole solo within 2 hours? Because school got out at 4 o'clock, and I had to be there at 6:30. That's 5, 6, that's 2.5 hours to let's see, yeah, that's right 5, 6, 30, yeah, 2.5 hours to make up a solo, mix the music and everything. I was like, I think I can do it, you know. I don't know, I was like, I just need to get home to my editor and like play around with my music and see what if I can split it or edit it or what. So right when school got out, I jump in my truck and I drive home, and I start texting everybody, and I'm like texting my friends, and I'm like, hey, you gonna go? I post on Facebook and everything and Instagram, and asking a bunch of people, can you go? And everyone's like, oh, I got work, I got this, I got that. I'm like, I don't want to get all this stuff ready by myself and then end up going to this all by myself. Like, it's not fun, you know. I kind of want to do this with somebody there, like, you know, to come there with me and come home with me or something, like, or not go home, but just to ride with me there and ride back. And I was like, oh, and I finally found somebody, and they didn't have any money, but I was like, hey, I'll pay it for you. And like, at the last minute, they actually found money. I was like, oh, thank God, you know, because you have to pay to get in. And so we finally just grabbed money, and or actually I came home and I'm texting people. I'm trying to get this all done. I just text everybody through my phone. I throw my phone down and I start practicing, because I don't care if I have to go alone, I will, but this is a chance for me to focus on myself, and I gotta take it. So I just get on my editor and I just start going crazy. I add listen to all this music. I have everything like written right here of like the solos I want to do. Every time I hear a good song, I write it right there just to see if there's any good music, like maybe I can turn it in solo or something like that. And so I look all of them, and I actually picked the 3 songs up here. Words I Never Said, Battle Scars, and Hashtag That Power. Those songs, I made an awesome mix of those songs, and I think I made a good, you know, like when I got done and I started mixing all the music, I practiced for about a good hour and just made choreography up from top of my head, and I was just like, yeah, perfect, and I just started doing it. Now it's about 6 o'clock, and I'm like, oh crap, I need to get ready, like now. So, and my friend that was gonna go with me did not live far away, like literally a couple, like it's on the way to the school, really. And so I just grab all my stuff, and I start pulling everything out, and I started doing my hair. Or I jumped in the shower real quick, so I had writing on my arm and stuff for my friends, and I was like, yeah, I don't want that to be on there, so I scrub it off, like ripped off my freaking layer of my skin, and I get all ready, and I look just like this. This is actually exactly what I wore. These nice pants, and I had these casual shoes, my white belt hanging down, and my hair all back and stuff, and I had it like perfect, and I was just like, I'm ready, you know. And so, because you wear your casual wear, show up first, and then you like change in events after that. And when I showed up, I was the last one. I was number 18, so I was the very last one to perform. So it gave me extra time to change when everybody after is everything. So we finally show up at this school, and we show up at this school, and you know, I made it there like 6:35, so like 5 minutes after, but they still weren't ready. And when I actually waited about 10 minutes before even they started talking to us, and it's like, oh crap, we need him to escort someone. And we're like, oh. I'm like, oh wait, who am I asking? What about the escorting? Like, oh yeah, this whole thing's like for the Indianettes and stuff, and the Indianettes are like I said, they're just like people that represent our school. And I was like, oh, yeah, and they're like this dance team and stuff, and they're the people like performing all the assemblies and stuff like that. I'm gonna sit down for a minute, guys. I just feel like I should sit for a minute, you know. Like, so yeah, the Indianettes are the people that perform at are the people that perform at all the assemblies and stuff like that, and you know, they're like cheerleaders pretty much, and so they're the ones that host it, and those are all the Indianettes, you know. And Mr. PHS will have an Indianette, you know, and that's who they're gonna escort. And I show up, and they're like, we need him to get an escort, and there's actually one Indianette left, so I got lucky, and they're like, you can have her. And she was cute, she was really nice. She was freshman, she didn't smile a lot, or wasn't very talkative. I tried to talk to her a lot, and she was just kind of quiet, you know. I don't know if she was just like nervous or scared or just like mean, or I didn't even know like who she was. She just wouldn't even talk to me so I could even find out, you know. But I tried to talk to her, and she talked back a little bit. But the big major thing I want to say about this is, and this is the biggest thing why I made this video, is right when I walked in and I looked around, I seen all the popular kids. Like, there's this big thing going on in our school where everybody has mullets, like the football players and stuff like that, and it's just a big thing at our school. And I look around and I'm like, whoa, everyone, you know, I'm just like, these are all the popular kids, and all the big, like the most popular guys have like the prettiest Indianettes and stuff like that, and you know, I'm like, oh, you know, I don't think I have a chance here. And I knew all these popular kids because I grew up with them. I mean, we're all in the same high school, duh. And there's like 2 of them that were, I could say like my level, but even I think I'm lower than them too, because they both were like, one was a very like this pianist guy, and he was known for singing, and the other was just this like lights guy, and he like knew how to do light shows and stuff like that, and he was really smart, and he'd done that at like talent shows before, so people know who he is. And I performed at the school a couple of times dancing and like mobbing the lunchroom. If you guys haven't seen those videos, that's about far as I'm known, is just a little bit of my dancing, but that's about it, you know. And so finally I was just like, right when I seen all the popular kids, I was like, I have no chance, you know. And this is where it kind of gets really personal, and this is where it gets, you know, guys, I am always 100% honest with you guys. Now, I would love to tell you like everything. Like I said earlier, I wish I had time for this event, but I really want to get this posted as soon as possible because I want to talk about it as soon as I can. But something personal happened, and I kind of got a phone call, and just like something really personal happened, and kind of just was on my mind the whole night. I couldn't even think. I just needed to get home, and I couldn't, but I just had it on my mind, and like everyone's trying to like talk to me. I'm just like, yeah, like, 'cause I'm just thinking about it the whole time. And It's before the whole thing starts, and we're all in line now. There's 18. I was number 18. There's everybody in line, and the first one was the casual. And you just walk out there, and they introduce everybody, and they're like, "This is," like they don't introduce you. Actually, you walk up to the mic and you say, like I said, I'm Gage Horne. I'm escorting her name. And I had to practice her name a lot because I kept forgetting it. Like when it got closer, I was like, "What's your name again?" I forget. And finally got it down. So I walked to it. I was like, "I'm Gage Horne. I'm escorting this girl." And you just walk back in line, and the girl will take you where to stand, and you just stand right there. And then I was the 18th guy, and they're like, "These are your Mr. PHS runner-up guys," or whatever. Not runner-up guys, but your contestants, or whatever you want to call it. I forgot what he said, but so they were like, "All right." So we ran off stage, and we changed and we all had to change our fitness outfits fast. Not me, because I was the last guy, but they all ran out that. But every 5 had to perform. So it was like the 1 through 5 guys had to perform together. The 6 through 10. 11 through whatever, and then there's like us guys, which was 18, so somehow we had 5 guys. I don't know the numbers, like some had more than others, so we had like a group, so you'd go out there and like just show off your fitness, like show how strong you are or whatever. People did funny things, like someone started curling him, and it was just funny. I was like, I can't do any of that, but when we got out there, like, because everyone else had like some kind of like thing, I guess, like I signed up late for this whole like PHS thing was supposed to be signed up for a week ago, and I signed up the day of it, so I had no like idea what was going on. I guess they practiced or something. I should have asked someone, but somehow these guys were already like in groups, and they already like had their little routine planned out or whatever. When we got there, like our team didn't know anything, so we were just like, "Oh, let's all freestyle." So we all get out there, we just start going crazy and doing crazy stuff. But I was like, "What can I do?" So I did what I could do. That was close fitness, and I flipped off my back. I popped off my back ling from the ground. I did like all this Jackie Chan stuff. I spun on my head a little bit. I just bounced on my head. Just stuff I could do, and then they were like, and then the music stopped, and then you ran off stage, and we changed it into our talent. I was like, that wasn't bad. I think that was really good for a fitness thing. So we changed into our talent, and after we changed into our talent, we came back out there, and we're just like, and like they all perform, and these like guys, like these people had some great ideas, but they were all like really fast. Like these people had this like intense like music playing, and then they just fell into a pool of water, and then that's it, and they just got out like screaming and stuff, and that's it. These other people like just did like, these people just like dunked a basketball, and these all like, these are talents, but like I was the only person that there's me, and then there was like the other people, and I was the only one that did something that didn't include an instrument or a basketball hoop or a pool or anything. It was just me out there. Like some people had groups and stuff, and some people had this or an instrument. I was the only person that didn't have a group, an instrument, nothing. I just came out there by myself, me and my music. That's it. And everybody else had music. Every performance had music, or they were creating music. And so after I was playing the music and stuff, I got out there, and I'm really nervous at this point. I'm like, I just made up the solo 2 hours to go, and they play it, and I'm just like, shh, and I start dancing, and I'm really getting into it, and I thought I was doing a good job. I didn't have anybody record it because I totally spaced it. I only had one friend in the audience, and his phone died, and I needed my phone just in case that personal thing I had going on, just in case they called again. And I started dancing and stuff, and then I hear, right when I came up to the front of the thing, I heard someone in the front row, this is stupid. That's what she said, and I heard it, like, she kind of said it pretty loud too. Like, some people heard around her, but her friends and her just laughed, and I just kind of like looked away and started dancing again. I kind of lost a little bit of confidence at that moment, but I'm like, nope, you're not going to stop just because someone said that, Kept it, and I gave it full out, and I just bam, ended it with a great pose, and everyone's like, yeah, and clapping, and I was like, I think I did a good job for a dance I just made up. I first of all got home, found how to find the music, put it in an editor, mixed the music, create a choreography, threw it on a CD, all within 2.5 hours. Finally went home, or finally got that, and after I picked up my friend and went there, all in 2.5 hours, I got my stuff, got all this, like I've already told you guys, got everything all ready within 2.5 hours, and got back there, and, and I did this dance. I felt really good about myself. I was like, wow, I really can't believe I just did that, and I just created a dance, and they enjoyed it. I thought it wasn't the best, but I messed up a lot because I just had this, like, and you guys, anybody out there would know, like, when you have something going on, like, it could be a fight or drama or someone getting something or someone getting hurt, you just have that on your mind for a while, and you just don't even focus on reality. You're just like, have that, and I was doing that with my dance. I kept just thinking, I was trying to focus, and I messed up a couple of times. I'm just like, come on, Gage, focus, you know. And then when she said that, I was like, and that's what, when she said that, that's what made me forget my problem, what was going on. And I was like, no, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do a freaking amazing, the best I can do. I cannot do the best for everyone. That's impossible. Everyone else's opinion about the best is different. But I can always do the best I can do. And that's 100% true, guys. That is 100% true. So I did the best I could do. Went back to my room and whatever, and not my room, but I went back inside of the thing, and we changed into our nice clothes. Came back out there, and after we changed in all of our stuff and changed into our good-looking clothes, our nice-looking clothes, and we came back out there, and they're like, and they called the first attendant, or the second attendant, the first attendant, then Mr. Talent, Mr. Nice Guy, and Mr. PHS. These were the 5 winners, and I did not win one of them. No, guys, I did not. Right before they chose the winners, they had you go up, why should you be Mr. PHS? And I said, I want to be Mr. PHS because I think everybody here has talent, and I just want to thank everyone for coming out, kind of sucking up, you know. And I was just like, I made this solo in 2.5 hours that you guys just experienced. Everyone already started clapping. I'm like, yeah, so thanks guys for just even having me. It was awesome creating this. And they were just like clapping right when I said I worked on this for 2 hours. Like people's face in the crowd, like, really? That was amazing. Or it could have been like, really? Wow, that really sucked. But anyways, their faces looked positive. So it was really, really, really good. And I thought it was a really great experience. And when they said that and I didn't win, I was just like, I kind of like stayed here at this Mr. PHS thing because I had some kind of hope to win. But, and you know, the biggest reason is because you get to perform on this talent show tomorrow. Not this talent show, but during the assembly that we have tomorrow, you can perform in it. And I was like, oh, I want to perform in it, you know? And that's why I really signed up for this PHS thing, and, you know, because they told me that when I was in the office talking to them, the treasurer's office, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'd love to perform in the audience. That'd be awesome. Performing everyone that goes to our school would be amazing, you know, in front of everybody. Like, that would be amazing. I'd love that opportunity, and that's when I lost. I was like, oh, now I can't perform in front of the whole school. Now I kind of just got sad. I was like, I guess it happens, but, you know, and thanks anyways. I was just glad to be a part of this and experience this. And after just having everything that went on that night, and then everyone started, before they picked the winners, everyone started dancing around. They played music, and I just kind of sat there in the background and started dancing. And then I really wanted to just go crazy and start doing my flips and just start going out crazy, but everyone was just like, I didn't like have like. First, they had the first song that played. I was like, yes, perfect. And I was like about to, and I was so close. And it was the best thing ever. All these popular kids, I look left, and they're like, Gage, it's your time to shine. They all started looking at me, and they're like, and that's exactly this cool kid that he's never said a word to me since like freshman year. And he's like a way cool kid. And he just looked at me, he's like, Gage, it's your time to shine. All his guys were like, yeah, come on, Gage, get out there, let's do this. And I was just like, and I was about to walk up, and they're like, and they stopped the music, and then they played YMCA. I was like, oh, and then they all just kind of forgot it and started doing the YMCA, and I started doing it too, but I was like, oh, I totally should have took the shot while I chanced. I should have just pushed everyone to the side and then just, bam, gave it my all. But that's why I'm very embarrassed, because I just sat there and I didn't take the chance I could have. You know, and I'm just like, I could have sat there and just, like, had the time of my life, but I was just so nervous, and I was thinking about this personal problem. I was just thinking I had a lot on my mind. I was just like kind of laughing. You know, when they were on stage was all popular, so of course I wasn't really friends with them or anybody like that, and I was just kind of like looking around at all, and, you know, and like kind of watching them laughing at people, you know, and I didn't really have anybody to talk to, or like, you know, it was weird. Like if I had like 2 of my friends that were going for Mr. PHS 2 with me up there, I would have been like, hey guys, watch this, I'm gonna do this, you know, and then just went out and just started break dancing and stuff like that in front of everybody, but I just didn't take the chance, and I really regret it. And that's why I'm here, guys. If you guys have the chance to be yourself or take something, do it, you know, like don't be a regretful person and regret not doing something. Like I told you guys in one of my episodes of High School Series about talking to girls, don't miss the chance. You could don't like think about approaching her and then end up not, because later you'll just be like, oh, I should have approached her. It's the same thing here. Don't sit there and think about if you should go up there and do your talent or do whatever you want to do. Just do it. That way there's no regrets. And if you, my personally, and it should be a way for a lot of people out there, I'd rather go out there and know that I did it, even if I got rejected or nobody liked it, or if people said I was stupid, I would have just been like, you know what, I did it, what's up? You know, that's how I am. And that's why I should have just done it, and that's why I'm embarrassed of myself, because every time I got an opportunity to dance, I've always taken it, but right there, I got embarrassed, and I should have took it, you know. But I'm really happy that everyone that won, it deserved what they had, and the Mr. Nice Guy and the Mr. Talent, like he's the Mr. Guy that won Mr. Talent. Let me just tell you right now, everybody knows him at my school. He's just a really popular guy. He, you know, he goes to like all this stuff. He does a lot of like, he's not like the popular guy like school wise, but he knows like everybody in school because they hang out outside of school. He's like a really popular guy. He's on the like football team, and And he's just like it's hard to explain, but you guys know like that one guy that everybody knows at your school because he's just like that funny guy. Is when they have assemblies, he's always on the floor dancing around or something, or messing around, or just like going crazy with his friends, and he's just like that popular guy. And I give him credit. What he did, it was really amazing. I just want to say he deserved Mr. PHS for him being popular and everybody knowing him. He deserved it, and I wish I would have won, but this is what made me sad, or the best thing I've ever heard. When I got back in the car and I was like, and he's like, "You see, you're sad I didn't win." I'm like, "Yeah, kind of. Does that sound bad?" He's like, "Well, Gage, you know what? You can't always win." And I'm like, "You know what? That's 100% true. You can't always win, but you can always try, you know?" And I'm like, thanks, man. That means a lot to me. He's like, "Yeah, bro, you did a great job tonight, and I'm proud of you, man." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, bro." And it just really meant a lot to me, you know? I'm not sitting here saying I should have won and stuff. I'm very proud and glad that he won. But, you know, you always want to try to win, you know, winning, just you get that feeling, and it's always a lot of fun and stuff. And just to be able to perform in front of all my classmates and stuff this Friday would have been amazing. But since I didn't get to, it sucks. But at the very end of it, one of the girl that, you know, I told you about the Indianettes. This is one of the best parts. Indianettes, the girl that teaches Indianettes, comes over to me and she's like, "Hey, I want to let you know right now, I have a spot for you on my team." I'm like, "Really? On your?" And I might, like, it sounds weird because it's a girl team, but I could be the guy, like, so that means it puts more attention on me. And I've done this before in my hip hop classes where I'm like the only guy because there's a bunch of other girls, and they always put me in the middle because I'm the eye attention. Like, they see all these girls and they see that one guy wearing a different color outfit or something, and they just focus on him. And I was like, that would be totally awesome. I'll do this. Like, we'll talk another time. I'm like, "Thank you." And I was just like, "Oh yeah," and that kind of made me feel a lot better, you know. That's when I got to the car and I was kind of like smiling sad, and that's when my friend said, "Hey, are you sad I didn't win?" I'm like, "Yeah, but you know, it was a good night." He's like, "Hey, bro, you can't win it. You can't win them all, you know." I'm like, "Thanks, man," you know. And then this is the best part is when my teacher I told you about, Miss T, she was there. Yes, a couple of my teachers were actually, but she actually went to this. And she wrote this thing, and it's going to be backwards for you guys, but you can actually see the dancing. That's what I say. It just says, "Fantastic job." It says, "Gage, you did so well during Mr. PHS. So proud of you and your skills, Miss T." And then there's me dancing right there. Look at me dancing, guys. And that's from my teacher, and she gave me some races and stuff. And after that, I was just like, wow, that really means a lot to me. And that was probably the best thing I've ever felt. Like, I was like, this was actually today, you know, today in 5th hour. I mean, I just got home and I was like, I gotta talk about this real quick. I gotta make videos. So I did, and this is where I am, guys. So I thought it was a really great thing, and it was a great experience, and I just wanted to wish everybody out there to do the exact same thing I did. If you guys got a chance to do something or show off your talent, take it. Just take it. You're not a show off. Even I dance all the time in the hallways. People call me show off all the time, trust me. But it's just like, I'm not even trying to show off. I'm just trying to have a good time. And of course I am. Look at me right now. I'm having a blast just dancing. And dancing, I just feel so good. And it's just like the music flowing through me. And one of my favorite things ever. And it was a really great experience, you know. And I just say it was the most embarrassing night because I should have took that chance. But there'll be more chances, you know. And there's one last event of high school that I can do because it's senior year, one last event, and that's the talent show of this year, and I'm going to kick ass at that talent show. So wish me luck, guys. I'm going to start practicing ASAP. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys mean a lot to me. Always, like, if you guys are still watching this, even though this is one of my longest episodes on my vlog channel, so let's say comment spaghetti below. Use a comment, say, "Gage, you are you're just as awesome as spaghetti." Say that. Just spaghetti is a secret code word because I want to see if people actually watch these full videos out. So spaghetti, comment spaghetti if you're down below. Alright, guys? And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you all, and thanks for watching this long video. I know it was long, but it was very important. It means a lot to me. I love you guys. Peace out.